Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making the Nigerian meat pie. And to that we are going to be needing carrots, onions, potatoes, eggs, your beef, butter and cold water or cold milk. So in a pan we're just going to add in a little bit of oil, and then we're going to add in our onions and just stir this up. So after we're done stirring, we're going to go ahead and add in our beef. You can use your store-bought ground beef, but if you have beef at home, just cut that into tiny bits and put them into your food processor. So we're just going to fry this until it is light brown. So after it is light brown, we're going to go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon curry, 1 teaspoon thyme, a teaspoon salt and 1 seasoning cube. Now we're going to add in water, just enough to cook the meat. So we're just going to stir this up and cover it and let it cook. So after it is done cooking, guys, we're going to go ahead and add in our potato. So we're just going to stir this up. And then we're going to add in our carrots. And now we're just going to add in water. Water just enough to cook the potato and the carrots. And we're just going to cover this and let it cook. So while that is cooking, we're going to go ahead in a bowl and add in 1 tablespoon of flour with water. And we're just going to mix this up. We're going to use this to make the meat pie filling creamy and moist. You can use cornstarch for that. So guys, our potato and our carrot is nicely cooked. So we're going to go ahead and add in our flour mix. And we're going to turn up the heat and combine that together. So now our meat pie filling is ready. So for the dough, we're going to be needing 4 cups of all-purpose flour. And to that, we're going to be adding half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and we're just going to stir this up. So guys, we're going to be adding in the butter, and to that, we're going to be using our hands, guys. We just need to combine the butter and the flour, and we just need to do this until we get a crumbly-like texture. So after you've done that, we're going to go ahead and add in our cold milk or our cold water. And we're going to be doing this bit by bit. We don't actually want a lot of water. We just need enough that we can form a dough. So after your dough has been formed, we're just going to go ahead and transfer this onto our work surface. And we're going to be kneading this. We're going to be kneading this for just about 15 seconds. We don't need to knead this for long. And guys, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, do hit the subscribe button. And please leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this recipe. So we're just going to take that and put that back into the bowl. And we're going to cover that with a cling film or a kitchen towel, and we're going to let that sit for about 30 minutes. So 30 minutes later, we're going to start working on this dough. So we're just going to sprinkle a tiny bit of flour on our work surface, and we're going to cut out this dough. I'm just going to be cutting it out in like 4 bits, and this is just so that it's easier to work with. You can just transfer the remaining back into the bowl and just cover it till you're ready. So I'm just going to flour my work surface and I'm going to roll out my dough. So we don't want our dough too thick, so you're just going to roll it out enough that it's not going to be so thick. So we're going to use our meat pie cutter and we're going to place our dough on top of it. And then we are going to add in our meat filling. So we're just going to apply our egg wash to the edges. This is just going to help it seal properly. And then we cover it and our meat pie is ready. If you do not have a meat pie cutter, you can just do this yourself. Just roll out your dough with a round surface, a bowl or anything. Cut out the dough, and what you're going to do is you're going to place the filling in the center of the dough, and then you're just going to apply the egg wash at the edges. And what you're going to do is you're just going to fold this from one side. And just press it down with your fingers. So you're just going to press it down with your fork. This is just going to seal it up. So there you have it, your meat pie without your meat pie cutter. So if you want a round meat pie, you just look for a bowl and then cut out your dough. You're going to roll out this dough to be more thin because you're going to be placing one on top of the other. So what you're going to do is to place in the filling into one of the dough. And then you're just going to cover it up with the other. Press this down and then seal it up with a fork. So there you have it, your round meat pie. So guys, if you've got time, you can really make these little minis. They look super cute. So you're just going to look for a round bowl, but something smaller this time, and you're just going to repeat the process. Add the filling, cover it up with another dough, and then use a fork to just go around it. And it just looks super amazing, guys. You should try it if you've got time. So you're going to place the parchment paper into your baking tray, and you're going to use the egg wash to rub around the meat pie. This is just going to make it nice and golden brown. So you're going to create holes in the pie. This is just going to give it enough air to bake properly. So pop that into a 350-degree Fahrenheit preheated oven and let it bake for about 30 minutes. So guys, your meat pie is ready and it tasted super delicious. Thank you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.